He is the night, a creature of darkness, a name whispered in fear across centuries. The immortal vampire who has haunted the human imagination for over 100 years. But behind the fangs and flowing cape lies a far more complex legacy. This is the story of Dracula. The origins, the legend, and the cultural force he became. We begin with the man behind the myth. Vlad III of Wallachia, better known as Vlad the Impaler. Born in 1431 in the shadowy hills of Transylvania, Vlad would grow into a brutal prince of the 15th century. His name would be etched into history for a grotesque method of punishment, impaling his enemies on long wooden stakes. Vlad ruled through fear, but he was also celebrated in Romania as a defender of Christian Europe against the Ottoman Empire. His legacy was a paradox, villain to some, hero to others. His cruel reputation, however, would echo far beyond his time. Vlad's father was known as Vlad Dracula, a name derived from the Order of the Dragon, a chivalric order founded to defend Christianity. Vlad III's nickname, Dracula, literally means son of the dragon. But in later interpretations, the word came to be associated with Drac, the Romanian term for devil. This linguistic twist would feed the growing mythos. Fast forward to 1897, Irish author Bram Stoker publishes Dracula, a Gothic novel that would redefine the vampire myth. Drawing inspiration from Transylvanian folklore and possibly Vlad the Impaler, Stoker created Count Dracula, a nobleman by day, a bloodthirsty creature by night. Though Stoker never really visited Transylvania, he researched Eastern European myths and rituals extensively. He consulted books on folklore, medical superstitions, and even Eastern Orthodox burial customs. Dracula's castle was likely inspired by descriptions of Bran Castle and the remote Carpathian Mountains. In the novel, Dracula isn't merely a monster. He's a cunning aristocrat with the ability to control minds, transform into a bat or mist, and infect the living with his curse. His crossing from Transylvania to London was symbolic, a fear of the foreign, the unknown, and the ancient past invading modern life. Dracula quickly transcended literature, becoming a staple of stage and screen. The 1922 German film Nosferatu unofficially adapted the novel, portraying Count Orlok as a corpse-like figure bringing plague, a nod to the belief that vampires rose during times of disease. In 1931, Bela Lugosi's iconic portrayal gave Dracula a new and unforgettable image. Elegant, seductive, and terrifying. From Hammer horror films in the 1950s to Francis Ford Coppola's operatic adaptation in 1992, Dracula evolved with each generation. Later reinterpretations like Castlevania reinvented Dracula as a tragic anti-hero, blending grief, vengeance, and immortality. The character has also appeared as a symbol of sensuality, addiction, and even mental illness, mirroring the shifting fears of the human psyche. Long before Stoker, vampires haunted the folklore of Eastern Europe. The Romanian strigoi were undead spirits that returned to drink the blood of family members. The Slavic upir and Nosferatu were blamed for sudden deaths, plagues, and unexplainable decay. In many rural villages, suspected vampires were exhumed. Corpses found bloated or with fresh blood on their lips were staked through the heart, beheaded, or burned. These rituals were not just symbolic, they were desperate attempts to stop an invisible evil. Dracula fused these fears with something deeper, the fear of immortality without a soul. Unlike traditional monsters, Dracula is intelligent, composed, and aware of the curse he bears. He is at once predator and prisoner, doomed to survive across ages. Dracula endures because he is not just a monster, he is a mirror. A reflection of our anxieties, our temptations, and our fascination with death. Whether as a warlord, a noble, or a lover of the night, Dracula survives in our culture because he speaks to the parts of us we rarely confront. Which version of Dracula terrified or intrigued you the most? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to like and subscribe for more legends, lore, and the true stories behind the world's darkest myths. Until next time, keep your crucifix close and your windows locked.